In this training video, I will explain the option for displaying the Kansas City SKU inquiry, the Kansas City SKU packages, and the program to maintain the Kansas City to Indy SKU conversion maintenance. To get into the new software, the user ID is NEWS, stands for new software. The password is NEWS1234. Take option 2 to go to the inventory and warehouse menu. If you page down, in this video we're going to explain, demonstrate options 102, 103, and 104. Option 102 is to display the Kansas City SKU inquiry. The SKU I'm going to display, in this case, I'm going to use option 5, which if you see to the left is the master information display. This will be the SKU master information. I have a SKU already picked out that has options on it. That's what I want to show you from this particular display. On the first screen, you'll see there's a F8 to display the options at the bottom. When you press that F8, this particular SKU has skin color as one of the options. You can put any character on the display values and it'll show you the values that they have in there for that particular option skin color. And you can press enter to go through the rest of the SKU information. That's mainly what this particular inquiry, although this inquiry does include all of the information that we brought in from the Kansas City files at the time we started up this system. Option number 103 is to display the Kansas City SKU packages. And this is more than just display. It actually would let you maintain those packages. And you'll see the value of this when we're actually creating the selling maps. There may be some packages, there will be some packages included in the selling maps, and they may or may not have those set up the way that you would have them set up in your system on the Indy side. So from this screen, I can do a 2 to change a record if I want to see what SKUs are in their package. And it shows me the SKUs. Those would not necessarily be the Indy SKUs, but will create a cross-reference of the SKUs if those are the options that you want or the SKUs that you want in this particular package. Or you could build up this, have another session open on your SKU packages with the Indy files, signing on with the same user ID, going into the SKU maintenance, the package maintenance on the Indy side, and you could display what you have in there for the SKUs that go with this particular package. Option number 104 is a maintenance program, and as you'll see when we demonstrate options 100 to build selling maps and option 101 to build the SKU options, you'll see that it's not necessary to go through all of the SKUs that are in this list. What I've done is pulled in all of the SKUs that are in any selling map or SKUs that have options. So all you're seeing in here on the left-hand side are the Kansas City SKUs. That SKU number 10 at the very top is a DIY installation. You'll see that SKU in several of the Kansas City selling maps. So the SKU has to be translated or cross-referenced to the Indy SKU. The reason for this maintenance program is that if you happen to have miskeyed a particular SKU cross-reference, you could go back and maintain it from this option, which is option 104 on the menu. From this menu, from this particular program rather, you could do an F4 to search the INDI files. And if we put in DIY, you'll notice it comes up with anything that has the DIY in it. Or in this case, I can put in option SKU number 10. See, the DIY didn't come up in our search because it's D period, I period, Y period. In this particular case, they have the same SKU number for the DIY installation as what we have in INDI. You see the white description below that. I've already filled in a few of these doing some testing, and those can stay in there as you scroll down through there. They should be checked to make sure I picked the right ones for the INDI SKUs. But as you can see, I have gone through a few of those just in my testing, and they're already there. Again, this program would not be used necessarily, because when you go to convert a selling map or a SKU with options, if you're trying to convert a selling map and it does not have some of the SKUs in that selling map, does not already have a conversion SKU entered, it will bring up a list of just the SKUs that are needed for that particular selling map. So built into option number 100 and 101, the program will bring up only the SKUs that are needed to convert this particular selling map or the particular SKU with options. So you don't necessarily have to go into option 104. It's only there because you may have selected a wrong SKU when you were doing the conversion in the selling maps. And as you build more and more selling maps, there will be more and more SKUs that already have a conversion number in them. So there'll be fewer and fewer of them that you'll have to enter. And not necessary to go into option 104 to do a cross-reference on every SKU, because you may not be converting a selling map or a SKU with options for the INDI files. So some of the SKUs that are in that list from 104 may not necessarily be used in the ones that you're converting. This concludes the demonstration of options 102, 103, and 104. In the next training video, I will demonstrate how to build selling maps using option 100.